What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Guys of Texas. We are not live, but we are recording at my house right now. We just got done having Christmas with the family, watching Snoop Dogg deliver an unreal trophy. I don't know. Is that a marijuana plant? What is that? It's a cowboy hat, I think. I don't know.
It would be a great guess.
Literally. Watching him deliver to who won that game?
That was NC State, right?
No, NC State's down here.
Oh,
Colorado State.
No,
too
that
many
was
screens
Miami,
up right now.
Ohio.
Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, who?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, they cleaned shop on there. We're recording now because holidays and everything's still going on. We were able to get together, talking a little bit about this game coming up against Arizona State. Almost said Clemson. That one's over with. Going to the second round of the college football playoffs. Arizona State. Only name you really need to worry about is Scadaboo, their running back. He has 1,568 yards with 19 TDs. Leave it, their quarterback has 2,663 yards, 24 TDs, 5 interceptions. Bailey, we're recording right now. What in the world? Can you see her? Oh, John was covering her up. There she is. Okay, popped right up. There's Bailey. Quinn Ewers, 2,867 passing yards, 26 TDs, 10 interceptions. Wisner possibly going to be the next 1,000-yard rusher for Sark, even though I think that's a little bush league that we're considering those yardages in playoffs. But still, nonetheless, he deserves it. Feels like he was at 600 like 2 games ago almost. Like he's picked it up quite a bit.
I mean, that Clemson game added quite a bit.
Yep. Yeah. Realistically, so this is the Big 12 championship again, since Texas is the reigning Big 12 champion, and now Arizona State did win the kind of Big 12 championship. Now we'll play each other for the actual Big 12 championship. We can go back to back Big 12 champions for this game. What are y'all's feelings on the game coming up in Atlanta, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl?
I'm excited, man. I think this matchup is favorable for us. Like you said, you look at their offense, and yeah, they've had decent success throwing the ball. If you look at their wide receivers and their receiving, I mean, it's Tyson with 1,100 yards. The majority of their passing yards are going through him, and then their second leading receiver is going to be Scadaboo. So, I mean, their offense runs through Scadaboo, so he's going to be one of those guys that we got to take that away from him. And seems like they kind of lose their identity whenever that happens. So, overall, man, this seems like a favorable matchup for us. I think I think our offensive line is going to be able to create holes the same way they did against Clemson, and our offense is dangerous when we can rush the ball. If it all falls on Quinn's shoulders, we kind of sputtered at times, like we saw against Georgia. So, but I feel like if we can create some running lanes, this is going to be a good win for us, a big win, I think. So,
yeah. I think that, like, I hate going into a game feeling like extremely cocky, but I don't think that this is much of a game, much of a challenge. I know everybody's been griping about that we need to restructure this 12-team playoff, and I'm sure it will. But I just don't feel – I feel like Clemson was our playoff game, and now this game is – I'm having a hard time getting excited for it because, like he said, Scadaboo is pretty much their only offensive option. If we can shut that down, their entire game plan changes, and it just works in our favor so well. So yeah, I expect our offensive line to perform great. I expect to mainly focus on the rush again, like we did last week, and I think it's going to be an easy week.
So this will be the second ever matchup for Texas and Arizona State. First one, Texas won 52-34 17 years ago yesterday. I don't even know what bowl that was.
Wait.
was that like a holiday bowl or something?
2007. It had to.
Yeah, that was the clip they were showing the other day when Mac Brown's stepson touched the ball.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
still a
yeah,
live
yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But looking at Arizona State's record, they play Wyoming, win 48-7. Mississippi State they beat 30-23. in that game, their defense held. They had Shapen playing at that point. Shapen had 268 passing yards from Mississippi State, but Mississippi State had 24 rushing yards total. I think Arizona State's their running defense is going to be a little bit better than what we've seen. But I mean, realistically, at the end of the day, I mean, they played Texas Tech. They lose to Texas Tech. That was their one loss. And then they lose to Cincinnati as well. And then they go on a huge run. And it just got to a point to where, I mean, their coach has them buying in, watching the press conference and everything. I mean, Sark, really all he did was talk about Sark, how he actually chooses players that come from Texas in the portal because he knows what he's getting. We talked about it.
That was nothing but compliments for the entire
I know,
time.
It's literally the whole time. It was like, okay,
They
well,
off each other.
yeah,
Come
and then
on.
somebody watching Judge Judy.
Yeah.
But I think overall, it's again, like you talked about it. I hate going in cocky, but the way our offensive line pushed Clemson around now, I think Arizona State defensive line is a little bit better than Clemson's. Clemson, but the other thing is Clemson doesn't have or Arizona State doesn't have a 300-pounder on their defensive line. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I really think, especially having the experience from last year and being in the playoffs, Sark is able to get these guys ready to go this year. We have a little bit of experience on the team this year. It's one of those. Now it comes down to what you've been working all year and if you can execute. Texas had 2 penalties last week, and they're going to have to continue to do the same thing. They did a good job eliminating that last week, but they've got to continue that. That's real. Texas is going to beat themselves in this game.
Yeah.
Scadaboo having one person, yes, he's a good running back, and Sark had never recruited him anything. He said, "I wish I would have known about him." So I mean, Scadaboo is one of those guys that just came up out of nowhere. But as long as we do what we're supposed to do and being disciplined, we got to do something on special teams. Though I talked about it last podcast. Like, our special teams has just been meh.
Yeah.
And Boland's going to have to figure out something. We're going to have to get to the actual punter / kicker. We used to do that a lot, and I just don't understand why we're not really doing that this year. That's something that's got to change. Auburn's got to start making big kicks. Like, we've got to get him into that because it's going. I'm telling you, within the next 3 games, if we make it that far, something's going to come down to Auburn, and we're all going to have just a serious heart attack. It's going to happen. And if we win this game, it'll be the next week. It'll be against Oregon State or Ohio State, or Oregon or Ohio State. That is a game I can foresee field goals mattering.
Yeah.
And it's
been such a roller coaster ride throughout his tenure here.
I don't understand. Like, how can we not recruit a kicker? Like, we just stuck with him. Like, he's been the same over and over. Of course, he sets the Texas record for kicking points, I believe. But at the same time, like, what have you done? Like, you can't make the big kicks.
Yeah. We've just gotten spoiled having very good kickers.
Bull, dude.
You got
ranked like 13th in the SEC. No.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we got spoiled to Justin Tucker. We got spoiled to Dicker the kicker.
Yeah.
You know, you can go all the way back even further than that. We've gotten spoiled to having a consistent kicker for, I feel like, my entire time of being a Texas fan since I was a kid, you know. And then you have freaking Auburn here that's just been, you just don't know what you're going to get with him. Yeah. I feel like you said, you left the freaking A&M game, you know, to go grab a beer because you're like, he's probably going to miss this game.
And he did. I mean, we're getting more excited about getting this punter in the transfer portal than we were. Hey guys, let's find a field goal kicker, please. I just looked at this. NC State somehow it's saving my pick right now. They were down like 14, I think, literally 10 minutes ago, and now all of a sudden it's 21-20. So, and they have the ball, throwing it incomplete, almost intercepted. I'm practicing for when I just go full broadcast. Yeah. It's been a fun ride this year. I'm excited for this game. I don't think this is going to be. it's a good warm up for the next game because the next game will be a test down in Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Now we
I mean,
got.
I'm grateful that those teams both play each other and wear each other down beforehand. But yeah, that's gonna be
same, and that's what
game.
everyone is all of a sudden all over Ohio State. Oh my God, they look so good. Yeah, they do, but like they can go right back to the same team that they played when they played against Michigan. Like you don't know who's going to show up there. It's I don't know. At this point in the game, like you can't really pick a horse. Like it's like I mean, yes, we want to pick Texas, but you really don't know.
Vegas is picking Texas. What are you talking about?
Well, it's starting to go down.
Is
It's at 12.5 now. So it started at 13.5.
No, I mean overall.
Oh, overall, yes. But I mean, they've been there the whole time and just slowly decline. But I mean, I feel like they're doing that for the money. It's one of those like, hey, let's go ahead and put Texas at 1. Everyone's going to, all the Texas fans are going to bet it, which is for sure what's happening right now. But yeah, for this game, it actually moved down to 12.5. Yep, every time. How can we never win this? Yeah, it's 12.5 now. What's the over under? I didn't look to see what that was. 51.5. Yikes.
51.
It's a weird slow taper off of football from like every week, and then we're spreading out to like every week and a half. And
yeah,
it's going away.
I know. Yep,
it's going away.
It's hopefully it'll be going away with a trophy, and we just get to celebrate for the rest of the off season.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Because football, NFL wise, I am not watching the rest of that. I mean, Texans are just going to get blown out the second they hit the playoffs. I don't know what happened to them, dude.
Yeah, dude. Offensive line being trash and the most severe sophomore slump I've ever seen.
I made a comment the other day that I think the Texans may be worse than the Cowboys after watching that game. Like, what? Scored 2 points. It screwed my parlay. I needed two field goals. Would have hit my parlay. And they just were like, no, we're on the 20-yard line. We're 8 yards out. We're going to go for it. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
Who did Travis Hunter allow to wear 12? Is that Sanders? Is that
that was Hunter?
Yeah, that was Hunter.
I heard he wasn't playing.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I had heard him and Shadur weren't going to play.
Yeah, they're playing.
Yeah, they're both playing.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's 10-0.
Glad I still picked
He couldn't
BYU.
play. He was having too many relationship issues.
Oh, dude, that's so bad. Like,
it sucks. Like that's such like a.
Everybody's just dogging on
Everybody
him.
in the media is just dogging on him.
Yeah,
and she loves the spotlight. So it's tough.
it's such trash, dude.
I feel bad for him.
A big fella.
Big fella with the ball, flag.
And
These bowl games have been pretty fun, though. I mean,
yeah.
some of these games we were talking about earlier about A&M blowing the game last night, which was fun to see.
Love to see it.
Texas Tech losing, and then getting
Navy.
What was the other one? Oh, yeah, Navy.
OU looked like they were going to run over him in the first half.
Yeah, they did. They put up 14 quick.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, OU does
like,
OU things.
all he does is scramble.
Yeah, that's they're in a world of hurt. I'm surprised, honestly. I'm surprised they were even able to field a football team at that point. Like they lost so much in the transfer portal.
I think I heard they had 47 players
No
or
way.
something suited up for that game.
Suited up.
Yeah.
Suited up.
I mean,
Okay.
which is still.
I thought you were talking about transfer portal.
Well, I mean,
No,
you got
no.
120
I know they're
on
like
the roster.
almost 30 at the transfer portal.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say, just compared to what they suited up throughout the entire season, it was like pretty substantial drop.
Let's see. What else we got going on? We're all just dove into watching college football right now. It's been nice to actually. I mean, today's the first day. There's been like a ton of games, NFL and college. That's the other thing. NFL's got to quit. Like pick a Sunday. Like I get you guys want to do Saturday, Sunday. Like there's a law that you can't televise on Saturday until a certain date, but they're going to have to work this out because NFL is killing the NCAA in the playoffs right now. Now, weren't exactly very good games, but
that's kind of strange. They put them on at the same time, and then then NFL having the Christmas Day games this year was strange because usually we just have the NBA games. That's kind of like their day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw LeBron comment that too. Like NFL's getting desperate. It seems like to make some money. Like, because I mean, I could care less about NFL games today. I don't care about NFL games.
Yeah, like I told you after lunch, I was like, "Oh, there's NFL games on today."
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know there was NFL games on today. So
I counted 8 college games. I was like, that's good enough for me. And then they sprinkled this in, and so I just hit.
Yeah, I was
hit the
shocked this
sleeper
morning.
app.
What time did the first game start?
10
this morning?
o'clock.
Was it 10 o'clock?
Yeah, 10, 11, like 1:30. They just kept rolling in
Yeah. Love it.
over and over. Is there any more late games, or is this the latest one tonight?
we got Army, Louisiana Tech at 8:15 tonight.
Yeah, the A&M USC game surprised me at their start time also. I thought the night was over, and I was like, oh, wait. Line it up.
Yeah, I turned that one off whenever it was. When was that I went to bed? I guess it was when it was 24/7. Like, what was that? Midway through the third quarter when it got 24/7, I was like, "Yeah, this is done. I'm gonna wrap this one up." And then I woke up this morning to seeing all the posts about it. That was surprising that they were able to come back against them. A&M with an 8-5 season.
Dude, do y'all remember random, but Demon Demas from A&M?
No.
Desmond Demas?
That sounds familiar.
Demon Demas?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
He's an athletic freak, 5-star wide receiver guy that was at A&M. And I was always like kind of watching him, and he ended up getting in some trouble and went off the A&M team. And he's been like disappeared for like the last like 2 years. And all of a sudden he just like popped back up on Twitter and said he's like, apparently he's been at a JUCO and he's like fully eligible and trying to get back into the game. And
Interesting.
The whole JUCO thing is getting trashed, dude. Like the fact that NCAA is just like, oh yeah, JUCO didn't count, dude. That was just a rehab. Like, yeah. Well, what? No, that's not how this works. Coach Sark, as we talked about, got pissed
with the Pavia stuff.
about that. Yeah, with Pavia, he's like, we got guys we're going to be playing for 8 years in the league. Like they're not even going to be able to have a career in the NFL because they're so old by the time they get there.
Yeah, this transfer portal's been wild this bowl season, man. Seeing the amount of guys that are in the portal and then seeing the amount of money. I mean, Tulane having their quarterback go to Duke for what was that, 2.7 million or something like that?
Like
Or
4 million.
Yeah, it was 4.
It's crazy.
It's over like 3 years, I think.
It's absolutely
But
crazy.
still.
I'm still so confused about Malik transferring to
Yeah.
Oregon State. He had
Yeah.
a great season there. Did he think he had a better opportunity? They didn't. Like, what's the deal?
I think they're all chasing money. I think that's kind of the world we're in now.
I mean, apparently Duke is willing to pay $4 million.
yeah, true, but I don't think they were ready. Like they want to. I don't know. I can't
it's a
figure
weird
it out anymore, 'cause
situation.
he was slinging it. Like I don't think he had a lot of help.
And I
but,
feel like he was like setting some school records.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but he was doing great.
Well,
And then I expected him if he was going to transfer, like, oh, he's probably going to be a hot commodity. And then Oregon
Where else
State.
was he talking about going? There was another school that I was like, oh, he's going here, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh no, like it was like Florida or
I heard Miami a couple of
Miami.
times,
Yeah, I don't.
with Cam Ward leaving. So
But I'm not surprised he went back West Coast, but Oregon State just didn't seem like the move. I don't know.
So I'll talk about this once. I'll talk about this once only. Do you guys believe Quinn is going to transfer or go to the NFL?
I think he's going to the NFL.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rumors going around right now of money already being on the table. Which how is that not tampering?
Yeah,
How are we already talking about money being on the table and the season's not even over yet? But I don't know, man. I feel like at this point that I just don't see him transferring somewhere. I think with this quarterback class coming into the NFL, it's just not an extremely strong class. And I think he has a chance to, continue to have a good end of the season here and do well at the combine and still be a third round pick potentially in the draft. But man, that would be interesting if he decided to transfer. Like that would throw everything into
Yeah.
a spin.
and like, where would you go? Like, I feel like Quinn would try and be somewhat respectful and go outside of the SEC, but I mean, I'll tell you, he goes OU. That could
Just
be a
don't see any
problem,
way that
dude.
happens.
I don't either. But if that were to happen,
Ugh.
heads are gonna roll.
Goes with his
And,
girlfriend over
yeah,
there.
Dude, exactly my point. Like that could be.
That would be crazy.
Can you imagine him running in that uniform? Like I don't know what I would do.
I don't even want to think
Dude,
about it.
exactly my
Shut
point,
up,
dude. Like,
dude.
yeah, dude, this is our hell. This is one of those. Like, oh my! Kyle kept saying maybe a little bit of A&M also, and if he goes A&M,
Yeah, they're all delusional. He's going to the NFL.
I
Yeah.
know that's what. So the only thing that I have ever heard specifically that from people that know is from on Texas. Like those are people that are in the room that know the inside, and they have said it's already a done deal. They just got to get past this, and then he's going to the NFL. I don't know. Like it's one of those.
I mean,
I guess it depends.
Belichick could want him.
Guess it depends the money that's
Yeah,
offered too.
I mean, that's the thing. Like that would be the best scenario for him. I think. Like that's the only person. That's the only team I feel like that he could go to that he'd be able to develop a little more. Like he'd get the. He's got the experience now. From
If
Sark.
Belichick's the person we all used to say he was, and it wasn't just Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is Dion leaving? I think he leaves. Once his kids are gone, dude, that's his MO.
I
did
think
the
he
same thing in
leaves.
high school
It's
football.
more so the question: does he stick around one and then go, or does he just immediately like my kids aren't here? I'm out.
I think the second his kids are gone, he goes to the NFL.
Do you
I could
think,
see him hanging
oh,
one
There
more.
goes BYU.
BYU. Bye.
Punt return for a touchdown, no flags.
17-0. Let's go.
Oh,
my God.
watch out for the camera,
Camera,
guys.
man.
There's not much
Oh, my
room in
God.
that Alamo Dome.
64-yarder. for parts of
Not much
Kingston.
room, but we still fit Bevo in there somehow.
Yeah.
It's
Weird.
true.
Weird how that happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like if Dion goes, I just see him going to the NFL. I don't think he would go to another college at this point.
Yeah, but they're not going to give him a head coaching job.
Not head coaching. I don't think
You
it'd be
he's
a head
going to go
coach.
be an assistant somewhere.
No. I mean, I honestly think he stays at Colorado another year.
I see him staying in Colorado one more year, realizing he doesn't care nearly as much. But then I don't know what he does.
And then what does Colorado do? Colorado, like, it's one of those, like, you just have a camera on top of Boulder, and the second Dion gets there, you see this swarm of people come in. And then the second he leaves, you just see the, bye-bye football again.
How come Little Wayne doesn't come to our games anymore?
Can you imagine, like, going there and you got, like picture a guy like Nick Saban going to Colorado to coach there afterwards. Like, the atmosphere that they've created in Colorado is going to be a completely different atmosphere. Like, it's going to be tough to change that culture. You're going to go to football games one time and you're going to have, like I said, Lil Wayne, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, everybody else on the sidelines. And next thing you know, you're going to have a circus act down for the halftime show and have dogs catching Frisbees. It's one of those, like, that's going to be a weird thing for Colorado also. Like, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some talent coming in
He
for
does.
sure. So I could definitely see him staying. I saw that they had, I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, but their quarterback that they signed, I saw he was practicing with the team already, getting in there. So apparently he's got a lot of potential. So I don't know, man. I feel like Dion sticks around another year. I mean, especially if they're about to get thumped like this 17-0. I don't know if he can leave on that note.
I mean, I definitely can see him sticking around a year. I'm just curious if the passion for doing it dies down without his kids there. If he's pulled more to still wherever his kids are in the NFL, or his kid is focused stay on Colorado. I don't know.
We've been broadcasting for 25 minutes now, and there hasn't been a single score in this NFL football game.
Did you see that there was some bulletin board material said by Levitt? I don't know if y'all read this.
That was something I was going to say earlier. I was
but-
surprised that there hasn't been.
I haven't
What
seen
is
that.
it?
Well, they had a lineman last week do something, like start talking that same trash.
Yeah, they had that lineman that transferred from Texas, because I don't know if you
Yeah.
heard about that, but he basically said Sark. I guess it was Sark at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Pulled him to
Basically
the
just
side and
told him,
basically
"Here's
was like,
the
you
door."
should focus on school because football's not going to be your thing
Yeah.
here. And he transferred. But Levitt, apparently they asked him about Quinn, and he said, I've watched him a fair amount. I'm going to prove why I'm the better quarterback.
Okay.
Well,
So-
just so you know, Klubnik is a better quarterback than both of them, and he did not win. So just so you know, that doesn't matter either.
I don't know why. I feel like they've done it such a good job up to this point, not getting any kind of bulletin board material. And I feel like when you play a team like Texas, don't give them any reason to overanalyze things.
I kept wondering if there was going to end up being, because we have so many transfers that went to Arizona State, if they were going to be like talking crap about their own program, like, oh, I found a better fit, blah, blah, blah. And there really hadn't. I saw one player, I think Xavier Alford or something like that, and he was just talking about it's a better family atmosphere. Like, he feels like they really are, like, have a good team chemistry, but he wasn't talking crap. So
Yeah.
I was surprised. I thought with all the transfers that are there that there might be like a reason for them to talk crap. But
Let's be real here. Arizona State in general is not a family atmosphere. That is a RD school.
Yes,
So no, I do not think so. I have been down that direction a couple times, and yeah, no, that is not a family-friendly environment.
talking
I'll
about the
tell you
school
that.
that's known for their STDs.
Yeah, dude.
We were
leads the nation.
we were talking earlier, Seth. I don't know if you saw it. It got quickly deleted, but Carson Beck announced today that he's officially going to the NFL. And literally a couple minutes after he made that official, Nico for Tennessee posted a picture of him playing at Georgia with the thanking emoji, and it was just him dropped back in the
What?
pocket with Georgia fan, the Georgia stadium behind him.
Did he
And
have a Georgia
And
jersey on?
No, it was when they played there, but he had the thanking emoji,
Yeah.
and then it got deleted about 2 minutes
What?
after that.
Yeah.
So
he
now,
showed me that earlier.
so now rumors started spinning that Georgia is going to go after Nico.
I'm disappointed. I saw your screen. I'm disappointed you didn't read any of those message boards that were just popped up on your screen.
Well, I plan on
had
going
been-
back to them.
And okay, good. Yeah.
So
Oh, I literally, when I pull it up,
There you go.
their
There's been a
message-
bunch of A&M ones today.
Message board genius. Let's see what they say. 40 years of being a student fan, waiting for us to be anything except. First of all, let me go back. He had to make sure of being a student and fan. A&M is kings of that. Waiting for us to be anything, misspelled that, except an embarrass, and I'm finally done. You losers can have it. I'm out. To buy out a coach with a championship ring somewhere else and a top 4 finish here before his starting QB got injured 3 years in a row and replace him with that inept offense, inept defense, inept special teams, undisciplined behavior, truly pathetic. But not to worry. We only get to keep playing Jimbo keep paying Jimbo until 2031. This says Mark Sile. No, I'm just kidding, Mark. It's not you. It sounds like you though. Keep
I saw
Jimbo
one
one more
earlier.
season.
I saw one earlier that was, why do we keep hiring fat coaches? Even Jimbo got fat while he was here. That one made
that's
me laugh.
hilarious.
Another just underneath that, another tweet from Jay the Great. Nothing but love for my former teammates at my previous university. I don't know which one that would be. I thank you all for the great competition and memories. God's plan, not mine. Someone shut you up and told you to quit tweeting.
Yeah, as soon as he commits and all of a sudden he's back to
That's
quiet and
Back to
respectful.
being politically correct.
That
with
is
his tweets.
very quick. Let me just go back and see.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Fun fact: I can stand in the rain.
What a weird
yeah.
move by him.
Oh, he shut it down quick, dude. Like,
I think he even deleted some stuff, to be honest.
oh,
with
I'm
you.
sure.
I mean, like I said, I was always shocked. I followed his recruitment in high school, and he was always this person. He committed to Texas, and all of a sudden it's just like shut down. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he matured. I don't know if it was like Sark's thing, like you're on this team. None of it. And the second he got free, back to balls to the wall.
Oh man, this is Schloss berated an innocent reporter for asking a simple question. They're still talking about this dude. I mean, this is today.
You just on the message boards page?
Oh, dude, no, I just saw Twitter just decided to suggest this Barstool Texas A&M tweet, and they're still talking about this dude. It's unbelievable. I can't wait. I'm fired up for baseball now. I got to start looking at the roster. We got the alumni game coming up soon, probably in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, I want to say that's the first weekend in February.
Yeah.
Dude, do y'all know that Barstool clip when it's like Portnoy, Big Cat, and Casey, and they're somewhere and they were talking about like Texas and Texas A&M and like where they rank?
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
It has to be one of my favorite clips of all time because they keep being like Texas, A&M. Just like, we have more money. Like that's the only thing she can keep saying.
Texas.
Well, we have more
Yeah.
money. We have more money.
Leave Casey alone. She's
I like Casey.
yeah.
I watch their podcast all the time.
That clip was old too. I think that clip was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but man, it's been on my feed nonstop
Oh yeah,
this
dude.
week.
Yeah, the last like 3 weeks has been since the A&M game. Barstool decided to play that a lot. 17-0 BYU Colorado. I was about to say who's
Love
moving
it.
their mic, dude? Like you
Sorry.
are just disastrous. I apologize for everybody listening to what you just listened to right now. This is weird. Just got this guy just peeking right in behind us. Decorated for Christmas. The Grinch theme upstairs, Christmas downstairs.
Dude,
like
I
it.
could totally live stream from watching games, man.
Oh yeah, I would.
That'd be easy.
I actually would thoroughly enjoy that. Maybe
Yeah.
we end up doing that for this game coming up. Who knows? I'm not promising anything. We'll talk about that off air. That's a hold.
It was an offsides to start with, and then
Oh.
Colorado picked it, but
Oh.
came back.
What are the games? We got Ohio State, Oregon. That's the only.
That's a good game,
Oh well,
man.
there's two big ones. I think Notre Dame, Georgia is going to be a good game, and I think Ohio State, Oregon. It'll be interesting to see with the teams that have. That's the other thing with Arizona State is they haven't played football in a little while.
Wait, what did you just say?
Arizona State.
I haven't played.
Oh,
football.
yeah.
That they haven't
their
played
last game
football.
was on,
Oregon hasn't played football in a
right.
while either, so that's going to be interesting. Georgia needed it badly because they were just beat up, but they're going to have to. They at least had some time to get whatever this. I can't remember this new quarterback's name.
Gunnar Stockton.
Yeah, Stockton. To get him up to speed, but the way Notre Dame looks, man. And the way Georgia has looked, yes, we got beat twice by them. I'm aware, but
It's like a live comment right now.
it's that is a reaction.
Yes,
to
we know.
the actual comments. That we know. But it's one of those like it'll be interesting to see. I think Notre Dame is going to have what it takes to do that. Although I said the same thing about Tennessee. Against Ohio State, they got mollywopped. Lane Kiffin shut up a little bit still, so that's good news. He's posting more tweets about his daughter on TikTok. So I don't know that Ohio State, Oregon. I think, I don't know. I think Oregon's still going to win, but I think it's going to be. There's no way Ohio State can. Ohio State has the upper hand because they played so well the last game. They have the upper hand.
I feel like they're warmed up and rested.
As long as if Oregon gets a lead in the first quarter, then it's over. If Ohio State starts pounding them early, it's going to be over. Like,
who would you rather see in the next round?
I don't really care, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd rather see Oregon over Ohio State, but I
think.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I think Oregon would be a harder matchup. We've seen both quarterbacks, right? Dylan Gabriel being with Oklahoma, we've seen him had some troubles with him, obviously, and then you got Howard that we saw a couple of times. I think Ohio State's a better matchup for us, but I think Oregon would be more fun.
I think Quinn would be more up for playing Ohio State.
Yeah, chip on his shoulders. Yeah,
I like it.
What if he just went back to Ohio State?
I mean, that has been rumored. It sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. Apparently, they said there's
Dude,
money on the table.
Have y'all seen him? He did a press conference thing today for the Peach Bowl.
No,
I did not.
Every single time he talks on a mic, it gets me worried. Like, he looked like he was about to cry today. Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, dude, you having family problems? What's going on? Like, I don't know if he's just hating the media because all the narratives that are coming out. But it was just like he didn't want to be there. He looked like almost emotional a little bit. Kept like looking off to the side and like, what is happening in the building, or what is going on in your personal life, or you just hate everybody because they're talking crap right now. It's weird.
I'm sure it can't be easy because he's just the media's just all over him. Where are you going next? Where are you going next? Are you going to go to the NFL? You go, bro. I got to play a game.
Yeah.
And you've got to be kidding me. We'll do it live.
Yeah, it's got to be annoying for him. I can't even imagine. And then you're sitting there playing your last game at DKR, and Arch checks into the game on a third down, and the crowd just goes crazy. You got to it's got to be so annoying for him.
Oh, yeah.
You know that. But, I mean, he knew what was coming with this. You know, I think all of them knew what was coming with this. So, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. I didn't see that today, so I'll have to go back and watch it, kind of see maybe if there's a question that triggered him or.
I mean, it seemed like it right off the bat, but the second question was about Arch and like, how have you seen him develop and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like,
I wonder what Owens is going to do.
Trey Owens? Yeah, I don't know. We have Trey Owens, and then we have, what's his name coming in?
Bell.
Diabell's 2
He's
years
2
out.
years.
It's what's his name from Alabama? Sugarland, Alabama.
Sugarland, Alabama.
Sugarland High School. Yeah, what's his name?
Is it a transfer? It's not.
No, he's coming out of high school right now.
Oh, okay.
Diabell's still a year behind that.
Oh boy, look at this.
We got a fight.
Full blown.
Yeah, I was trying to see real quick so we could.
NC State, East Carolina, 38 seconds left.
Dude, why am I blanking on this kid's
It
name?
looks like East Carolina has the ball, but there is full blown punches being thrown.
KJ Lacey.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got KJ Lacey coming in 6 foot, 175.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about him. He's small, but dude's got a highlight reel. He's a great athlete. He's just small.
Yeah, he is pretty small. 6 foot, 175.
I kept wondering during this entire recruitment process if we were going to end up pivoting.
Pigeons.
Are we going to
Pigeons?
pigeon? We're going to pivot to Keelan Russell, but he's going to Alabama. It's crazy how that dude rose up the rankings.
Yeah.
From like a 3-star all the way up to the number 2 prospect in the country.
I'm
That's
interested
crazy.
to see. I think the transfer portal is going to be more chaotic because I think everybody knows that this money is going to be regulated after this year, or after the next season. I guess East Carolina pulled off the upset. Great.
Shit, we all botched on that one.
Oh, they are. I mean, holy cow.
We got the Wolfpack horns going down.
Oh yeah. Oh, how is that one?
Interesting.
They are. There are horns down. Yep, I see it. Yep, that is. I mean, East Carolina. There, I remember when we played them in baseball in the playoffs. That is a wild fan base. I don't know if y'all watched that, but
Yeah,
they're the ones
I remember
with
that.
that's like literally players on the fence in the outfield, just throwing beer and everything on players.
Yeah, I remember that happening.
They're a wild bunch over there. So that'd be interesting to see. They're still calling flags. Look at the ref. The ref's got blood all over his face.
Really?
Oh, dude, look at it right there. He just
Oh,
wiped it
yeah.
all off.
Get checked by a
My
helmet.
God. What is
Just
going
in the
on?
game, dude.
I mean, the Colorado game's up here, not even down there.
That's crazy.
Wait, what was that
You got
supposed
the-
to be a statement about?
Oh, just that Colorado would be the one to get involved. Yeah, that was all. The Mormons.
It's weird that Cam Ward. Sorry, I'm messing with this again, but it's weird that Cam Ward only played a half here at that game, and then pulled him, and then Iowa State ends up going on to win that game. It's just elected to sit out the second half.
Yeah, I kept wondering, like, they're gonna put him back in, right? Like, they have a chance in this game, but they're keeping it close. Put Ward in and lock it up.
We got the
TJ.
we got the lens happening again.
We're falling apart here.
Bro. How about y'all?
He stared at that screen for 10 seconds.
No, I
Didn't
was looking. I thought you were
understand.
talking about the Arizona game. I'm not even watching this.
I mean,
We
to be
pointed
fair,
at
when
it,
I
and you looked down, just kept staring at it.
to be
Okay.
fair, when I point straight ahead, there's 5 different screens that I could be pointing at.
Exactly. Like it's one of the we've got the quad view going on right now. Not even paying attention to this. If you would like to donate to the cause, please get with me. We'll get that all taken care
Dude,
of.
somebody get this ref some medical attention. He's
No
just gushing
joke,
blood
dude.
right now.
This is pure chaos going on out
The
here.
Gold Bowling Military Bowl. Who would have thought?
Yeah, dude. I mean, the ref has a post-it note with all the names that he is throwing out of the
Getting
game
ejected.
right now, dude.
That's crazy.
All right, Oregon, Ohio State. Who you got?
Dude, I had something I was looking up, and I
What's
got
the-
totally distracted by
the
that fight.
Georgia game. I want to know what the spread is on that because it was -1 Georgia.
It's 2.5 now, I believe.
Dude,
college
this Grinch blanket is throwing hair everywhere.
Yeah,
I keep
dude.
getting it in my mouth,
Hey,
and it's like all over my phone every time I
FYI,
pick
I've
it up.
got 6 animals.
No,
I've got
it's
4
100%
Oh, it's
just
just
this.
this.
It's hanging off of
Oh
Jonathan's
yeah,
mic
dude.
over
That's
here.
it, dude.
I've been watching it the whole time.
So now I have 7 animals because this is what happens everywhere. Everything sheds.
Yeah, we got
Um,
Georgia 1.5.
You've got to be kidding me! I saw it out of the corner. This sucks.
What happens if you just take it off?
I'll be fixing it. Let's see.
Let's find
This
out
podcast
together.
is going to hell with me today.
Yeah, we're just okay. Oh,
Why
look.
didn't we do
Okay.
that at the beginning?
I mean, I think it looks the same.
No, it doesn't. It's
We're
a
zoomed
very
in?
small. Yeah, it's this. This is a fisheye,
Oh, okay.
wide angle.
Still works.
I mean,
We're good.
we're
Just got to get some.
Look at all of the hair you
Adhesive
just
tape.
talked about. It's
that's
all
why it was falling off.
over this thing now. Great.
The Grinch.
All right. Well, we'll get that taken care of later. Again, if you'd like to donate to the cause,
Talking about the hair, and then you rub it on your shirt and then set it on the caps that the animals are.
bro, don't care. I'll
Alright,
fix it
alright.
later, dude. I'll fix it later.
Do it live.
No, I like Oregon in that first game, and then I do like. It's crazy to say, but I do like Notre Dame in that game. I feel like Notre Dame has the pieces to bother
I thought you were going
Georgia,
Boise State on that.
and so
Call me crazy.
call me crazy. What's the other matchup? What am I missing here?
I'm going to tell you,
Penn
Boise
State,
State always has that bowl game
They got Genty, man.
magic.
Yeah,
No, I mean look,
yeah, we got a Tuesday.
the one I always remember for Boise State is against Oklahoma with the hook and lateral. Always
that's a
remember
great
it.
game.
So they've always got some little magic going on. They're plus 360. You know what? We'll throw some money on it. I am going to pick Boise State to win that game. Yeah.
I mean, they could definitely do it for sure.
53.5 is their total. They have a bigger total than we do. Oregon, Ohio State is 55.5. Notre Dame, Georgia is 45.5. Georgia, I could hear.
That is weird.
I was like, what is that
Yeah.
noise? Georgia 1.5.
Sorry, I can't hold out, yo.
Ohio State's 2.5. Texas is now 12.5. Penn State is 12. Notre Dame is even money for the money line. That's crazy. I ate your dinner, Bailey. I can hear that. I hope y'all heard that. I hope y'all heard that on the stream. Yeah. Did you see tickets to the Peach Bowl?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have the Cotton Bowl pulled up right now.
They're like $50.
Yeah, I was about to say
Like,
it's also for like
5
60.
rows from the field, you can get for $180.
If we could just get to Atlanta.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that plane ticket is
BYU.
we could drive. It's 13 hours.
It's cool. We're gonna win this one, and then we'll plan
We'll
for the
go to-
Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, and then we'll drive. to
Tickets,
Atlanta.
it was like $350 to get in.
We're going. We'll be.
I'll do it, but I'm just saying.
I mean, we would spend way
$350
more than
cheapest
that
tickets.
going to.
They'll go maybe.
I mean, I put in 3. Let me put in 1. Cheapest, well, $396 for a seat.
Yeah, I mean it's Jerry's World. You can stand anywhere in Jerry's World.
That's true.
Can we sneak in there?
Maybe. I mean, we could always try. Worst case scenario, we just go to Texas Live after.
Did TJ tell you that we were scouting out all the different places after the game last week?
Nuh-uh.
Wait,
Wait.
that was Jaron that was with us. I was like, wait, you were there the whole time.
Was there?
It was Jaron that
Oh, yeah.
was with us.
Yeah. TJ did tell me that when we went to Pluckers
We're
afterwards.
like
that
going
y'all
in
were,
different sections.
y'all were
going
just
down to the
seeing
end zone,
kind of
like,
where
yeah.
you get in.
Like, all right, this is the place we have to try to sneak into.
Yeah, there was we made it into the uterus, as everyone calls it. At the end of the game, it was completely
We were reborn.
cleared out by then, but that's where we talked to some people on the field, and they basically said the college football committee is one that's been saying no, we don't want Bevo there. When you got Arthur Blank saying yeah, we do, which is a wild.
But
move.
why did that factor into the SEC championship?
They because I think they knew Texas was going to be in, and didn't want that to play a factor. Like
Oh, he
if
was
they
here-
allowed
he was
it
here a couple weeks
if
ago.
they allowed it in Atlanta, I'd be like, oh, hey, he was here a couple weeks ago. Why not? That
Yeah.
I don't know. That is station, but that's what
No,
I
that
have been
makes
told. The
sense.
college football playoff committee that got involved in all that. So we'll see what happens if Jerry allows it. If he's not at the Cotton Bowl, we got a big issue, like large issue on our hands. There's people creating petitions out here.
Free Bevo.
Free Bevo.
Boy, they have rushed the field.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebration.
It's a bowl game. The military bowl. Go bowling military bowl. Neither teams are military. So that is interesting. All right. You guys got anything else? Who's going to be your first touchdown of the game?
First touchdown of the game.
I'm sticking with Helm, dude. Helm. Freaking Grinch hair in my eye.
Stop putting your phone on the thing.
I'm gonna go with blue.
Dang it. That was the one I was going to. I'm going to say
We can get to Atlanta.
It's
on
gonna be
Frontier
golden.
for 461 round trip.
get to Atlanta. Yeah, but how many hours and days is it to the flight?
one stop in Denver.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Trust me, I've been looking at all that. It's like 14 hours to fly when it's a 2.5 hour flight.
10 hours and
Funny.
13 minutes.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. So, little too late. I feel like on the New Year's
So I
front.
took Helm. You took
I took blue.
Golden.
Golden.
It's got to break out, and it actually will probably be Bond. I'm switching to Bond.
Quinn Ewers with a rushing touchdown.
Yikes!
Yeah. What are the odds on that one?
I like to bet.
Yeah, see that.
What's y'all's score prediction?
Hmm.
Kind of getting this on the fly here.
38-17.
Weak.
Agreed.
42-10.
Okay.
I got 45-13.
Well, you boys went stronger than last time, and I went, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Dude, I swear this freaking Grinch hair.
Oh
I
my
can see
God.
it in my freaking eye.
It's in my
I
eyes.
think it's on your eyeball.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Sorry it's been chaotic. It is the holidays. We just kind of threw this together trying to get this behind us so then we can go on to the next round. So,
Dude, I like this. We should
it's a lot more fun.
watch some games and just do something.
I do like the watching games portion. We may end up doing this for New Year's Day. Who knows? Until then, appreciate you joining us. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, and everyone have a happy New Year. Until then, hook 'em horns. It's right there.
Okay.
We're all staring at the computer.